Seb. Thanks for joining us. We'll start with questions from Nikki K. Nikki, go ahead.
Sebastian, what was the message in the locker room after this loss?
I mean, obviously, we're all very, very disappointed. Defensively, I think there's things that we need to be better at. We just concede way too many goals. It's just too easy for opponents. There was a lot of good spells in there, and I think we showed a little bit more urgency, but it's hard to look at the positives today. It's there's just a lot. We got to go back to the drawing board a bit. There's just details in there that we're missing right now, and that are crucial for us moving forward. And we have to have that playoff mentality. And this is kind of the survival. I mean, this is the last 9 games now, or the last 10 games before this one. And we need to mature as a group.
You've been around a lot of guys who have that killer instinct with your international play, and as this roster starts to tighten, the lineup starts to tighten, and you kind of get into your playoff form. What do you want to see from the guys you're sharing the pitch with in terms of that killer instinct?
Yeah, I mean, it is getting to that point of the season where I think Greg will tighten up the squad, and unfortunately because of international duty or injuries, we haven't. This is, I think, the first time we were really all together. That's one thing we said before the game. We're like, we're all looking around, and this is the group that's going to get it done. And so now moving forward, I think it's going to get tighter, and guys need to play for their spots, and there's no spot that's taken. Everybody has to kind of be accountable, and we have to hold each other accountable, and that's kind of the message that's going around.
Thanks, safe travels.
Thank you.
Go with Josh Guesman.
Hey, Seba, thanks for talking to us. Greg talked about the last 9 games and how really the first 20 games, you sort of get an idea of what MLS is, but really the teams now that you're facing, everybody's trying to round into that playoff form, trying to get into playoffs. This is a team that missed the playoffs in 2017. It's a team that missed the playoffs last year. I mean, is there an understanding that, years before this, the Galaxy made the playoffs every year, and that it's very important to sort of reach that peak headed towards these last 9 games?
I think there's, when you wear the Galaxy crest, or at least, I've been here for a good while now, and I've always felt the pressure in a good way of knowing what I need to do and do my part to live up to. And sometimes I've failed, and sometimes the group has failed, and sometimes we've succeeded, and we've gotten close, and but yeah, this is we have to be better, and I know historically this team or this club has won a lot, and but the level has increased, and we need to grow with it, and I do still believe we have the squad to do it, but this is just a big learning curve for us as a group, and we need to stay composed. I'm emotional right now. I'm disappointed, and but we just got to stay composed, and there is a chance to bounce back, and that's we just got to move forward.
There seems to be, and maybe I'm seeing too much into this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems there's these lackadaisical starts, right? You guys give up goals, then whenever you give up goals, it makes you sort of come out of your game plan, as Greg talked about. Playing against teams that are able to sit back and defend and be compact is not a way to win games. Is it a slow start? Is it a lackadaisical start? Is it not that at all, and it's just you guys sort of trying to build into the game?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of those. I think throughout the season we've had a mix of everything you just mentioned. But now it's like, I think it's just a mentality thing where you just can't, like, defensively we need to defend for our lives. Like, we have to pretend like the other team has like our food. Like, and we say it in Spanish in the locker room, but it's like, we need to act like animals out there. Like, we do not concede goals, and then we just do. And then of course it messes up our game plan. And, and then now we're playing catch up, and it's 5 minutes in the game, and it's impossible. It's impossible sometimes. And it just defeats you, like, your morale. And it's, so that part just needs to get better, collectively.
I think that's it for me. Safe travels. Thanks, Seba.
Thanks.
We have one more question from Katia. I think it'll be in Spanish, though. Katia, go ahead.
Gracias, Vicky. Sebas, un poquito de lo que decías, si nos podías compartir justo en español lo que se dicen entre ustedes y lo que está faltando en este momento en el grupo para poder conseguir esos resultados.
Sí, no, en el grupo, bueno, estamos muy enojados en nosotros mismos y bueno, sabemos que tenemos que ser mejor defensivos más que nada. Sabemos que tenemos buenos jugadores, un muy buen técnico, un muy buen todo, pero lo tenemos que mostrar y tenemos que morir en la cancha. Pero los otros equipos están metiendo muchos goles en contra de nosotros. Es muy fácil y es muy difícil jugar así. Entonces, es algo que tenemos que mejorar y bueno, lo sabemos. Hoy no fue nuestro día, pero bueno, ahora tenemos una semana para trabajar.
Gracias.
Seb, gracias por tu tiempo. Buen viaje. Guys, thank you so much.